Hi, I'm back. Keep going with my Disney stuff. I'm going to talk about getting to the airport, what we do, and what I. This trip's a little different because I'm taking a carry on, I think. Um, but usually I just take my purse, and I'll tell you why. But first, and then I'll tell you what I take in my purse at the airport. Okay. First off, we we fly out of Pittsburgh Airport all the time. There's another airport that's close, but it's very small. Actually, there's two. They're very small and they don't fly everywhere. So, our home airport is Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh Airport, by the way. It's awesome. And they recently, I heard that they have the best shopping mall inside of the airport, which I thought was kind of cool. But I don't usually I'm so frantic because of my anxiety that I just kind of, I have to get where I'm going to know where my, you know, gate is and all of that because I'm nuts. So I'll talk about that a little bit though. Okay, so after doing a billion things at home, making sure everything's okay, we leave the cats at our house, and a family member, usually my mother-in-law, which she's been pretty busy, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to ask her this time because I feel bad, but we'll find someone, will come to our house. And cats are pretty self-sufficient, especially mine. They're litter box trained. So, and we have a gravity feeder and waterer. Someone just comes every couple of days to check on them, play with them for a little bit, make sure they're okay, check the house, etc. Um, Sometimes we've actually had house guests, people stay here, take care of our house. You know, all that. We just moved not too long ago, and now we're really close in proximity to my sister in law and her husband. And then also my mother in law is really close, and my mom is not too far away, but she watches my dog Lucy. She loves her. She has another dog that loves Lucy, so um, she loves watching her, so she's going to watch her. My mother in law did do it a couple times, but she has dogs of her own. And like I said, she's so busy with other stuff. Lucy is kind of a handful sometimes because she's wee little. You have to watch her really closely. And I just feel bad. You know, I feel bad anyways that people have to watch our animals. But, anyways, after doing a million things at home, making sure the animals are okay, I go back through my lists and I make sure I have everything. I usually don't pack until the last minute because I know a lot of people, when they leave for Disney, they pack ages ahead. But I like to just sit my summer stuff that I'm taking out before I put it away. And I don't, if I packed early, I would just unpack the whole thing and make sure that I had everything because that's how I am. So I wait till the last minute. That way I know what's in my suitcases, where everything is, etc. Um, this time will be a little easier for me because I'm only packing for myself and not my husband. He works a lot, and he usually comes back from work like hours before we leave. So I usually have to pack for him, but I don't have to do that this time. And I'm hoping that he'll be off the week that I'm gone, so maybe he'll even watch the dog. But anyways, okay. Well, let's see. We usually drive to a place by Pittsburgh Airport where you can leave your car, and then they shuttle you to the airport, and they're there 24 hours a day, so they watch your car. And like I said, they shuttle you to the airport, and then they take your luggage and everything. And when you're ready when you get back from your trip and you're ready to go home, you call them from the airport phone. They'll come pick you up and then take you back to your car. The shuttle is free. We tip them, but parking there is very inexpensive. It's way cheaper than parking at the airport. We leave pretty early usually for trips, so I don't really like asking people to take us. I asked my mom last time, And she, I think I had her asked her to pick us up at like 4 in the morning. She was like, I don't think so. So that's that. We take the shuttle. It's really an easy process. They're very quick, and not a lot of people fly out that early. So um, we're not going to be as early this time, but still, I don't really like asking people to do stuff. Um, but I make sure in my purse, which um, whatever's in my purse will stay with me until about 3 o'clock that day, 3 or 4 o'clock that day. And I'll tell you why in a minute. What I keep in my purse is obviously my driver's license, my park tickets for Disney, um, my flight information, which this time I'll have my carry-on. So I'll keep this booklet in my carry-on so I won't have to keep my flight information in my purse. Um, Obviously the stuff that I need like cash and stuff like that. Anything important like my marriage license I'll have to take, my small notebook, pens, magazines, which will be on my carry-on. Um, I bought games. I usually like to buy games. It's a 2 hour flight to Florida from Pittsburgh. So I like to keep games along with my iPod or whatever. This time I'm taking my Mac, but my MacBook Air. But I found I think it was the dollar store, they had Disney like card games like Old Maid and Crazy Eights and Go Fish and War and that kind of stuff. So I just bought a couple of those. So Megan, we usually buy cards anyways because I always forget them. And at the airport they're really expensive, and these were only $1 and they were Disney. So I know that's kind of a nerdy thing, but we like to do something to pass the time. Last time we played War for like an hour coming back from Myrtle Beach. So I took those. Just it keeps us, we're going to be so excited. Last time I drove my husband crazy because I was like on cloud nine going to Disney on the airplane. I was like, I can't wait, I can't wait. And he's like, all right, calm down. I'm tired. Leave me alone. So I also have to have my Magical Express booklet in my purse. The hotel confirmation, which, like I said, I'll have this with me, so I won't really need to carry that in my purse. And I have anything you need before 3 p.m. And then I have this travel book, and that's what my list for my purse is. Um, with Southwest, you're allowed, which is who we usually fly with because it's the cheapest, and I figure why pay Delta almost like $200 more for nothing? They're going to the same place. I don't really care. I'm not like a flight, I don't know what you would call it. I don't have to sit in first class. I mean, I would like to, but I don't have to. And I figure that money I can spend elsewhere. So, um, I have a note. You have to, I think it's 45 days. Disney will send your pack. That's if you book early, which sometimes we don't get to, but they'll still send it before your trip. Um, you, Disney will send you your Magical Express booklet, and it'll have your luggage tags in it. You have to have them on your luggage at all times, and I'll tell you why um, in a minute. But Southwest, you're allowed to have 2 bags that are under 50 pounds for free. That's another reason why I like to travel Southwest, because airline baggage fees are ridiculous to me. They know people have to fly with bags, so they just charge them for the heck of it. I know it has to do with weight and all that stuff, and gas and whatever, but I think that's ridiculous. So you're allowed to have 2 bags per person. So technically, me and Megan, we can have 4 bags all together as long as they're 50 pounds and under, and it's free. You're also allowed to have a carry-on item. I forget what the carry-on size is, but it has to be, a certain size to be a carry-on. And you're also allowed to have a purse or a personal item. So a laptop bag, plus a carry-on, stuff like that if you're not a girl and you don't carry a purse. Um, 1 second. Okay, sorry. Um, I think that, I mean, that's another huge reason we choose Southwest. Free baggage. Um, all right, so like I said, you have to have the Disney tags on all of your luggage. The reason for that is if you use Magical Express, um, which is, I'll just explain that in this video instead of making another one because it has to do with the flying. The Disney Magical Express is free. It will pick you up at the airport and take you to your hotel or, your resort as long as you're staying on Disney property. So any of the Disney resorts, it will take you there for free. That way you don't have to worry about renting a car, etc. I know some people don't like riding the buses at Disney, but I don't mind. It's free and I don't have to worry about getting lost or getting into a, whatever. So, but the main thing that I like about the Magical Express is when you check your baggage, like say when we check our baggage in at Pittsburgh, we won't see our baggage again until we get our room at Disney at our hotel. They handle all of your baggage. You don't have to go to baggage claim when you get to Orlando, which is awesome. You don't have to worry about anything. You can start your vacation right then and there. So that's cool. That's why I said anything that you need before 3 p.m. that day, the day that you land, you have to keep with you because you will not get it until your room is ready. They can't guarantee that your room will be ready until 3 p.m. or later. Since we always arrive early, that's what happens. So I keep everything that I need in my purse, like my park tickets because we could go to a park that day. But like I said, I'm taking a carry-on this time. You can leave your carry-on items with the, bellhop at Disney resorts. So that's really cool. And they'll put them in your room. You don't have to worry about anything. What else can I say about Magical Express? I guess I can tell you, while we're on the subject of Magical Express, when you're ready to leave, certain flights, I know Southwest is on it, pretty much the main flight, flying companies. They have this program at your Disney hotel where you can actually check in. I think it's up to 2 hours before your trip. So you don't have to go to the airport and do it. You can just go straight to your gate because they'll provide you your, boarding pass or whatever. So that's pretty cool. If you don't want to wait in line to check in for your flight. They will deliver a little packet to your resort. I think it's like the night before you leave or the night before that. You're telling you what time to be at the little bus building outside of your resort. They'll tell you what time to be there before your flight, and they'll pick you up with your luggage and take you to the airport for free. So you don't ever have to worry about getting to the airport. I'm not really sure what happens. This is gonna kind of go against Disney, but I've never actually heard of this happening, so that's really good. I don't know what happens if they don't come or if something happens, like something, I don't even want to think about it, but something terrible happens and you don't make it to the airport on time due to the Magical Express. I don't know what happens. I'm going to have to find that out. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why I just thought of that. But that is all of that. That was a long. My throat's kind of sore. So if anyone is interested in the car parks at Pittsburgh, just let me know in the comments and I will tell you like the ones that we have used. They're really cool. I mean, you don't have to park at the airport because their rates are ridiculous. So, also, I will say the Magical Express is located in the main terminal building on the B side, level one. I know that's crazy. First time using it, it took us a little bit to find it. It wasn't hard, but we just didn't know where we were going because I've never been in Orlando airport at the time. But it's really cool. I've never been in an airport where, because usually we fly to Myrtle Beach. We also drive there a lot, but it's the smallest airport I've ever been in my life besides the local one, which flies like nowhere. Um, you get on, where you land is different. It's totally disconnected from the other part. You have to take like a tram. It looks like the monorail, kind of. Not really, but it's the same concept. It takes you to the other side, and I think that's really neat. I don't know. And there's a Disney store inside of the airport, so if you want to pick up some souvenirs there. But I'm going to make another video on Pop Century and the dining plan, and I don't know what else. Park ticket differences, hotel level differences, stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, check those out. I'll probably keep talking here in a minute, on different videos once my throat kind of, because I've been talking forever and my eyes are really dark because I slept in makeup, which is not good. So sorry I look horrible, but like I said, I took a nap and the lighting's bad. But have a wonderful day if this is the last video you watch. Thanks.